Okay, so in this video, we're going to focus our attention on sets, that is secondary level mathematics. All right, and we are going to use a question that came in one of the grade 12 school certificate exams. So before I go deep into the question, one thing we need to understand is that sets are very simple. Don't allow anyone to scare you whatsoever. Sets are very simple. It's just a matter of you understanding the language that has been used. And there are those questions that come whereby they've already put down the Venn diagram for you. Then you just asked to answer questions in respect to the Venn diagram that you've been given. And also those questions whereby they have just put statements there. Then you are asked to draw the Venn diagram, then answer the follow-up questions in respect to the Venn diagram that you have drawn, of which you need to be very attentive so that you don't make a mistake as you're drawing the Venn diagram, because the follow-up question are going to be affected as well. All right, so as the question reads, it says at Sambilileni College, 20 students study at least one of the three subjects: mathematics, indicated by M, chemistry by C, and physics by P. All right. All those who study chemistry also study mathematics. That's the first point to be. And that's the first point that we need to pick. All right. All those who study chemistry also study mathematics. Then the second point says 3 students study all the 3 subjects. Okay. Then point number 3 says 4 students study mathematics only. And all right, 4 students study mathematics only. Then 8 students study chemistry and 14 students study mathematics. All right, so those are the 5 main points that we need to keep in our heads as we answer that question, because we are not just answering from nowhere. If the answers are already there in the statement, just the matter of us interpreting and being able to answer follow-up questions. So the first question says, draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the information. All right, so we'll do that. So that's a universal set. Then we'll do that. Then also do that. Then we'll do that as well. Right, then here I'll say math, here I'll say chemistry, and here I'll say physics. Why do I put this in this format, not in that usual? You can also use that format, you can also use this one, it's also okay, but in this case I've decided to use that one. All right, so remember, one of the first point says all those who study chemistry also study mathematics, meaning chemistry is within mathematics. Okay, so now you start putting the information. Then you say 3 students study all the 3 subjects. This is the intersection M, C, and P. Okay, we say 3 students. And remember, we have 20 students in total. Then the second point says 4 students study mathematics only. Those who only study mathematics are how many? There are 4 in total. So we put our 4 right there. Okay, then the third point says 8 students study chemistry. 8 students study chemistry. Okay, so remember, this, from that 8 of chemistry, it also includes these 3. From that 8 of chemistry, the total of those who study chemistry are 8. And from that 8, remember, keep in mind to say there's also a 3. These 3. So meaning the remaining part is in the 5. Whereby if you add them, you're going to give you 8. Then the last point says 14 students study mathematics, meaning the total of those who study mathematics are 14. And in this case, if you look at those who study mathematics who are within the circle of mathematics, if we add this is 8 plus 4 making 12, and we are supposed to have 14, meaning we have a remainder of 2, which is to be put in the intersection of math intersection physics. Then keep one thing in mind to say we have a total of 20 students, and there is no point that says there's such and such a number of students who don't study any subject, meaning among all the 20 students, each and every one of them should study at least one. Okay, so if we make a total of this is going to give us 14. This is 5, 5, 4, 14. So meaning remaining with the 6 right there. Then, okay, this was the first question, meaning we are done with it. The first question, it was 2 marks. Wow, nice. Okay, so the second part says, how many students study? Okay, how many students study A, physics only? Physics only, we say physics only is equals to 6 students. Don't just write 6. You don't know, maybe you're talking about £6, $6, 6 kwacha if you are Zambian. Yeah, so in this case, or maybe 6 mangoes, yeah, but in this case, we're talking about students, hence we need to be specific to say we're talking about students. Hence you write 6 students, and it's 1 mark. Then B, how many students study 2 subjects only? 2 subjects only. All right, those, if you look at 6 only study physics, these 4 only study mathematics. Then these 5, they study chemistry and mathematics. These 3, they study all the 3, chemistry, math, and physics. Then these 2 study math and physics, meaning you just add the 2 and the 5, giving you 7 students. If they said at least 2 subjects, meaning would have included the 3, but the question says 2 subjects only. Then the last question says, how many students study mathematics and physics? Mathematics and physics, but not chemistry. Okay, those who study mathematics and physics, but not chemistry. So looking at the total number of students looking at the students who study mathematics and physics, but they don't study chemistry. All right, so in this case, you are going to come here. Is P is M intersection P, which is a 2. Say 2 students. 2 students. All right. So that's how we go about answering that question. Yeah, thank you.